Cloud has a feature most people never touch. If you ever had the feeling that you're not getting a full potential out of it and you're just reintroducing yourself and re-uploading the same files, this is why. In this video I'm going to show you when to use regular chat, when to use hidden feature, and how to cut your work time by half. You open a new chat, you explain what you need, maybe you upload a file or two, Clouds give you something useful, great. Then you have two choices. Option 1 starts a new chat tomorrow, but now Clouds has complete amnesia, no memory of your files, no memory of the context, you're starting from zero. Option 2, keep using the same chat. Clouds remember everything, but now you got a different problem. The conversation gets too long, cluttered. Cloud starts getting confused because there is too much noise. Either way, you lose. Sounds familiar? The default approach is to treat Cloud like a simple chatbot. You ask, it answers, you move on. But there is something hidden in a plain sight. Clouds isn't just a chatbot, it's actually a workspace. One where Clouds actually remember your previous conversation, where your file stays uploaded forever instead of disappearing, and where your custom rules apply to every single chat automatically. Enterprise teams using this feature correctly, they report saving 50 to 90% of their time on specialized tasks. 50 to 90%. I'm going to show you exactly what this hidden workspace is, when you should use regular chat versus when you need to use the feature, and specific tactics to make both dramatically more powerful. First, let's understand why Clouds keep forgetting everything. When you use regular Cloud chat, you are using what's called stateless system. Stateless just means no memory between conversation. Think about it like that. Every time you start a new chat in Cloud, you're talking to someone with complete amnesia. They're smart, they're helpful, but they have zero idea what you talked about yesterday. The file you uploaded last week? Gone. The context you carefully explained? Gone. The writing style you finally got dialed in? Gone. Now, to be clear, if you keep the same chat open, Clouds remember everything within that conversation. But the moment you start a new chat, blank slate. And even if you're trying to keep one chat going forever, that creates its own problem. The conversation gets cluttered, Cloud's attention gets spread thin, and quality starts dropping. So you are stuck. New chat mean amnesia, same chat mean chaos. That's not the bug, that's literally how regular chat is designed. So if you've been frustrated that Clouds keep forgetting things or getting confused, now you know why. It's not you, it's not Cloud being difficult, it's the trap basic chats puts you in. But there is an escape hatch. There is a Cloud feature called projects, and if you never used it before, it's going to change everything. A project is basically a dedicated workspace where Cloud actually remember things. Here is how it works. You create a project, you give it a name, maybe a client's proposal or sales assistance or whatever you're working on. Here are the three things which change the game. Number 1, you upload files that stays forever. Unlike regular chat, when your files disappear, project files are permanent. Upload your product specification and Cloud can access them in every single conversation within that project. Upload once, reference forever. Number 2, you write custom instructions. This is like giving a Cloud a rulebook. Always write in the same tone, follow this format, or you are expert in this file. These instructions apply to every chat in the project automatically. You never need to re-explain your preferences. Number 3, and that's something what blow my mind, it scales automatically. Cloud has a limit how much it can hold in its head at once. For paid users, that's about 200,000 tokens, roughly about 500 pages of text. That sounds like a lot, but in terms of reusing the same conversation, you would be surprised how quickly this can be gone. When you are working a big knowledge base, company documentation, a research file, or maybe a client history, you're going to hit the ceiling fast. Here is where project gets smart. Instead of trying to cram everything into Cloud's brains at once, projects use something called RAG. RAG just means Cloud shares through your files and puts only the most relevant part for each specific question. It's like having a research assistant who knows exactly which page to flip to. This expands your project effective capacity by up to 10 times, while still giving you the quality answer. So to recap, projects give you permanent files, persistent rules, and automatic scaling. This is why trained enterprise teams can do in minutes what takes casual users hours. They front load the work, they invest time once, setting up the project, uploading the right files and dialing the instructions, and then every conversation becomes fast because Clouds already know the context. It is like stacking the pantry. You do the work once and then the cooking dinner every night becomes easy. Casual users, they're going to grocery store every single time they want to eat. But this is where it backfires. Most people hearing about project think, great, I'm gonna project everything. Don't do this, and here is why. Every conversation you have inside project adds the context that Clouds needs to consider. It is all connected. Cloud will run loops over the entire project element, conversation, instructions, and uploaded files before it's produced the next answer. So if you have a product for client strategy, but you also use it to draft quick internal emails or maybe do some brainstorming sessions, you're polluting the context and that's called modding, and it actively make Claude worse at your actual important work. Remember earlier when I was saying keeping the same chat open creates its own problem? This is that problem. Whenever it is a long chat or cluttered project, too much unrelated context makes Claude perform worse. Think about it like that. If you are trying to study for an exam but TV is on, your phone is buzzing and somebody is talking to you, you're going to perform worse. Same thing happened to Claude when you clutter a project with unrelated stuff. So here is the framework. When should you use regular chat? Use chat for something what I call atomic operations. Small, simple, one-step task. Writing a single email, debugging an error, or doing a brainstorm session on something random. This don't need memory and they don't need persistent rules. Running them inside of the project, just cluttering the context for your real work. Chat is also perfect when you want a fresh perspective. Sometimes you actually want Claude to start from zero without being influenced by previous conversations. When should you use projects? Projects are essential when you need consistency. If you are writing in a specific brand voice, referencing the same document over and over, your work spans multiple times a week and you keep returning to it, or if multiple team members need the same context. Here is a simple decision template to help you decide. 5 questions. The first one, will I return to this task tomorrow or in the future? No, use chat. Yes, use project. Second one, do I need consistent formatting or voice? No, use chat. Yes, use project. Third question, am I referring more than 20 documents? And here is a good example. Let's say you have 15 files, you need quickly to pull the key information. Upload, summarize, get your answer, move on. That's rapid extraction. Regular chat can handle this perfectly. No need to create the whole project for this one-time task. One time is critical here. But if you are building a real knowledge base, documents that you're gonna refer over and over again across multiple conversations, that's when you need the project. Question 4, is it for a team? Regular chats are private and only you can see the context. There is no way to share your conversation or context with a teammate. Projects can be shared. Your entire team can access the same file, see the same instruction, and have the same setup. Working solo, go for a chat. Working in a team, go for a project. Last question, and this one is an important one. Could this task pollute my main project context? Yes, use chat. No, use the same project. If you got the focus project doing important work, protect it. Run your random task somewhere else. The wrong choice doesn't just waste time, it actively makes Claude perform worse. Now you know when, let me show you how to get most from both. Whenever using chat or project, how you write an instruction make or break the result. Most people write prompts like texting a friend. Vague, casual, missing context. Here are 3 principles that change everything. These 3 principles are backed by Anthropic official documentation. Anthropic is just a company behind the cloud, same as OpenAI is behind ChatGPT. The first one, be direct and specific. Tell Claude exactly what to do, not what to avoid. Instead of saying don't be too formal, say write in casual and conversational tone. Second one, assign the role. Don't just ask Claude to help, tell it who to be. Instead of help me write an email, try you are a senior customer success manager with 10 years of experience. Help me write an email to unsatisfied customer. The more specific the role, the better the output. Data scientist gonna give you different insight than marketing specialist even looking at the same data. Principle 3, provide explicit context. Never assume Claude knows what you mean. Think of Claude like a brilliant new employee at the first day. Smart, capable, but have zero context of your business unless you tell them. What's the goal? What's the format you need? What does the success look like? The more context you give, the better Claude performs. Now, for project, 4 rules how to build your knowledge base. Use descriptive name files. Q4 2025 financial report instead of doc1. Clouds use the name to understand what's inside. Vague names make it harder to find the right information. Clean up your files before uploading. Remove any unnecessary formatting, any extra white space or random images. The cleaner the input, the better the output. Convert PDF to Markdown file. Markdown is just a simple text format. Headers, bullet points. It's clean, it's structured, and it's easy for Claude to read. And finally, keep each project focused on one topic. Remember the modding problem? Same principle applied to your file. A project crammed with unrelated documents perform worse than the focused one. One project, one purpose. 3 principles for instruction, 4 rules to keep your knowledge base clean. Small changes, massive improvement. Let's bring this all together. You now understand why Claude's forgetting everything in a regular chat. It's the trap basic chat puts you in. You know about project, hidden workspace with permanent files, persistent instruction, and automatic scaling that handles up to 10 times more information. You have 5-question template to decide exactly when to use chat versus when to use project. And you've got 3 principles how to write better instructions plus 4 rules how to keep your project performing at the best. This is exactly how trained, enterprise enterprise teams save 50 to 90% of their time. They front load the work, they set the system right, and then everything gets faster. You came to this video for a cloud tip, but you're leaving with entire framework. I'm gonna see you at the next one.